you are welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Abiodun Moses from Exodus Music City. Please subscribe to the page, like the page, drop your question in the comment section. I'm going to attend to all questions. Today we shall be discussing about the history of Western music. We shall be discussing the history of Western music. First, what is Western music? Western music is a type of music originated in the Western countries. Now, there are kinds of music originated in the Western countries like Europe, Germany, Australia, and so on. Now, the Western music is based on the philosophy of Pythagoras. Is based on the philosophy of a mathematician called Pythagoras, who did the first experiment on the acoustic sound, using a simple scientific apparatus called monochord. The history of Western music is divided into six. The history of Western music is divided into six. There are the medieval period, the Renaissance period, the Baroque period, the classical period, the romantic period, and the modern period. Now let's discuss about medieval period. The medieval period started immediately after the fall of the Roman Empire in the 5th century. This period lasted for 900 years. It was from 500 AD to 1400 AD. The medieval period was basically used by the Roman Catholic Church. So it was majorly sacred and liturgical music. Now, the word medieval simply means middle age or dark age, because it has started immediately after the fall of the Roman Empire. Now, the form of music majorly used in medieval period was Gregorian chant. The Gregorian chant was sung by monks in the Roman Catholic Church during their masses. The Gregorian chant was sung by monks in the Roman Catholic Church during their masses. And this type of music texture was monophony. Now, the music was monophony in texture. What do you mean by monophony? Monophony simply means a single melody line. A single melody line. That's using just one melody line to sing a whole piece of music. So the music mainly used was Gregorian chant, and the texture of the Gregorian chant was monophony. Musical instruments used in this period are lute, harp, lyre, and dulcimer. And some famous composer of this medieval period was Perrotin and Abelard. Now, discussing about the second era. So after medieval era, then it moved to Renaissance era. So the Renaissance period was a period from 1400 to 1600. The word Renaissance simply means rebirth. Now, this period was between the medieval and the Baroque period. The Renaissance period lasted for only 200 years. The medieval period lasted for only 200 years. And this type of music was both secular and sacred. What do I mean by secular? That is church, and also used as entertainment. In the society. So this period, composers of church music, composers of sacred music adopt secular style of music into the church composition. That is bringing in kind of secular style into church music. Now, this form of music is known as madrigal. That is the adoption of secular music into the sacred music. So this make the music moved from the formal monophony in medieval period to polyphony. So Renaissance period music texture was highly polyphonic in texture. It was polyphonic in texture. What do I mean polyphonic? That is multiple melody lines. that is making use of more melody lines, so going away from just single melody lines to multiple melody lines, two or more melody lines. In Renaissance era, music was based on modes. There was richer texture in melody and harmony. Music was majorly polyphonic in texture. Now, also the invention of some chord progression and some basic chords was formed in this era. Some composers of this era was Jacopo Peri, Thomas Tallis, Orlando Lassos, and so on. Now we are moving to Baroque era. Now you can see how music is moving from one era to the other, from medieval, that is Middle Age, to Renaissance, which was rebirth, and also now moving to Baroque period. Now the Baroque period, the word Baroque is also known as Barroco by the Portuguese. The word Baroque is known as Barroco by the Portuguese. Now this era was dated back to 400 AD to 1600 AD. Now music in this period was basically based on counterpointal polyphony. You know, in medieval, music texture was monophony. In Renaissance, it was polyphony, while in Baroque period, it was counterpointal polyphony. Also, the first opera music was performed in Baroque period. The first opera music was performed, that is a dramatic solo accompanied with large orchestra, was performed. The first opera was performed in this period. Also, ornamentations of notes, that is trill, ashakatural, apoggiatural, and modent, and so on. So there are ornamentations. So ornamentation also came up during this period. In fact, in this period, music form was defined, like sonata, concerto. Some musical instruments used in Baroque period was piano, pipe organ, harpsichord, and clavichord. Some of the some of the prominent composers of Baroque period was George Frederick Handel, John Sebastian Bach, Antonio Vivaldi, Henry Purcell, and so on.